Hello.
Yeah.
Is my screen visible with the new infographics?
No. Yeah. Now it's yeah. 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 It's there now.
Okay, okay, great. So we are going to the next topic, and it is about the origin of Y, the arrow and the origin of Y. From the book, we start with Y. In the year 1415, the English army was sick, exhausted, and vastly outnumbered by the heavily armored French army at the Battle of Agincourt. Yet the English won. Their secret was a piece of technology, the longbow. But an arrow by itself is just a flimsy stick of wood with a sharpened tip. What gives an arrow the power to pierce through the armor and secure a massive victory is momentum. Before an arrow can gain any power, it must be pulled backward, completely away from the target. This is exactly how you find your own why. Your core purpose does not come from looking forward at your future goals, your market research, or what you want to achieve. I repeat, your core purpose does not come from looking forward at your future goals or your market research or what you want to achieve. Your why is born by looking completely backward. It is forced from the way you were raised. It is forced from the way you were raised and the defining experiences of your past. Finding your best, finding your purpose is never a process of invention, it is a process of discovery. Okay, so it is something very unique thing actually, it has been told. Your why is born by looking completely backward. It is forced from the way you were raised and defining experiences of your past. Finding a purpose is never a process of invention, it is a process of discovery. So, this is truly a nice metaphor that has been given. So, if we see this case study that we have just discussed, how the English people have won is not because of this wooden piece of arrow, but how the momentum they built when they pull the target or pull the arrow backward. The backward pull is the key things that actually define their victory. Just as long how must be pulled 180 degrees, longbow must be pulled 180 degrees away from the target to gain power, ending your purpose requires looking completely backward at your past rather than forward at a future goals. So it says about reflection, what I understand. When we reflect deeply, then only we can understand our why more clearly and we can align better in our current and the future actions. And that is why the power of journaling and the power of reflection is so much in focus these days. Right. So momentum is the secret. And when we discuss about the discovery, but not the invention, so how it is, purpose is discovered but not invented. You cannot brainstorm a new identity on a whiteboard. Your why is already inside you, forced by your unbridging and defining life experiences. Whereas the other way around, inspiration, whereas we believe that we can invent it. No, something by brainstorming, maybe we can invent the process. That is how part we can actually invent by brainstorming, but why need to be actually come from within. Then we have it here again, the why and how the limbic connection is built, wherein actually feelings and decision making are driven by the why or the purpose that is controlled by the limbic brain, the middle part, why. And the orders of operations is always inside out, which is certainly a winning factor for any kind of initiatives. Now coming to another study that we see here, success through why. The Wright brothers versus this one actually we have already discussed in the past. So now let's revise the key insight that we have understood from today's session. The first key insight is the arrow metaphor. To move forward with unstoppable momentum, we must first do the hard work of pulling backward into our past. Second key insight is discovery, not invention. We cannot brainstorm or invent our life's purpose on a whiteboard. We already have it. We just have to discover it. So that's what we saw in the infographics also. The third and last key insight from today's discussion is rooted in experience. Every inspiring company or leader draws their core beliefs from the life experiences and upbringing of the founder. The founder or CEO, how he has been kind of seeing his childhood, the upbringing, so that actually define the core belief or the value system that he is going to give a say. And people who are aligned naturally gets drawn to those companies and they thrive automatically. So this is a deep rooted experience that again flows from inside out. Very good example of inside out. Two reflection questions for today is, if you pull the arrow backward into your childhood or early career, what is a recurring theme or pattern or passion that has always been part of you? So we need to look back and see what is a recurring theme or a passion that is already there and always there with us. Maybe from there we will be able to find our why. Second reflection question is, are you currently trying to invent a new identity for yourself to fit in rather than discovering and embracing who you naturally are? This is so crucial. If we can somehow find out who we naturally are, and from there, if we build, then we can easily invent a new, we can easily actually nurture that identity to that, nurture that why into a new identity. In a better shape, we can give better shape rather than seeing someone else a new identity and trying to start from scratch. So what we need to do, spend 10 minutes today's journaling about one specific joyful memory from your past where you felt completely alive. What does that memory reveal about your true why? And maybe around that we need to do more work.
Because the question on that one, when we
Yeah.
discuss about the reflection and some point in your life from childhood, my
Mm,
question is, yes, I can spot those kind of experiences and
mm,
the true, something true within you. My question is that something environment dependent? Because what my take on that one is, at that time I was actually surrounded by that kind of environment, that type of people, this and that, since it is from childhood. But
mm.
now those things are no more there. So in which way we need to think, like, those are my qualities or those are environment dependent? Means, that is a little bit this thing, whenever I think about my past, to bring some of the values forward in
Mhm,
this version, I always
mm.
have this question: is it environment dependent? Oh, it is because I was in that environment, that's why I used to get that kind of concentration, or other way around. How you think when you connect
Actually,
past to this
if
moment?
I can give little spiritual perspective to it, because you also
Uh-huh.
believe in spirituality,
Uh-huh.
so everything is connected. Based on our past karma, we get that kind of upbringing, that kind of parents, that kind of environment. So it is all our own
Uh-huh.
karma again, and based on that, the outcome that we experience is getting framed.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely there is a connection. It is not purely our own doing. The environment, the upbringing, and the surrounding have definitely impacted or affected our like the identity that has been shaped has been definitely influenced by those factors, and
Yeah, yeah.
currently also getting influenced. That is why we always, now that we understood the science behind it, we
Yeah,
always should choose the environment where we want to thrive,
yeah, yeah,
okay,
yeah.
and avoid which is not actually helping us. That is first thing. And second thing, that we understood how the upbringing and the behavior actually matters a lot in shaping the identity of a child from childhood. It is our responsibility to give that kind of, to extend that kind of environment or the um upbringing which is conducive for their uh, shaping of a new positive identity or a renewed identity. They should not actually suffer because of unawareness,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
right? Mm. So the third topic before we dive into, I just remember that I need to get into a call. It's already 2 p.m.
Okay.
So maybe we will try to cover three topics on Monday.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
3 or 4 topics
Yeah.
will connect.
And we'll
And I
have Saturday session at the same time, yeah? Like last.
same 8 p.m.
Okay, fine, fine.
Saturday's inner circle will be at 8 p.m.
Okay.
and I'll be sending the invite. This time I am planning a very different topic. So we will just keep your curiosity alive and let's
Yeah.
meet at 8 p.m.
Okay. Yeah. Cheers. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Cheers.
Thank you.
Bye.